What do trees and fish have in common? No, this is not the start of a bad joke. It's an important question that's actually being answered at the U of A.
Yeah, who better to explain than KGUN 9's Ryan Fish, who's in Midtown to show us the research happening on campus.
We're inside the oldest and the largest tree ring lab in the world here at the University of Arizona. This giant sequoia, for example, can tell us thousands of years of history just from the rings on the inside.
We use trees to give us very long histories, much longer than instrumental or written records could provide. They can also tell us about insect outbreaks, fires, even archaeological history.
But what if I told you these didn't come from trees, but the bones and tiny ear stones inside fish and other marine life?
So I can apply the same exact techniques we use for trees to the growth increments in fish and clams and corals. This is a fish otolith in cross-section, and it looks a whole lot like a tree stump. And so we see there's a number of years within this fish. It lives several decades. And you can also see those widths vary over time.
For scientists like Brian Black, the different rings mean different years, showing the long-term effect of climate change on our oceans.
We have thousands of publicly available tree ring chronologies, but our knowledge of the ocean is much more limited. The trees give us one perspective from the forests and the mountains, and that the clams and the fish give us their perspective from the ocean, and that when we put them together, we yield even more information.
Generations of exploration and research can be summed up in just a few dozen rings, and that's critical for predicting the future as we figure out how to respond to climate change.
The warmest temperatures we've seen and as long as the record goes. And by understanding how it is climate affects fish growth, how is it we might expect ocean productivity to continue to change as this warming trend increases.
Which is why some of the most important work being done in the ocean is happening here in the desert. At the U of A, Ryan Fish, KGUN 9.